Okay. Hello, everyone. Today is a happy Monday, and I want to introduce you to two of my business partners, Diana and Katarina. They are doing travel business with me, but all of us are with different professions. I'm a real estate professional, and I am a full-time realtor. Diana, what do you do?
Hi, everybody. I'm Deanna from Las Vegas, and besides the travel business, I work full time in healthcare in the healthcare industry, marketing and business development.
Nice. Katarina, what do you do? What is your profession?
So I'm a certified life coach and I work with the youth at a trauma-informed high school full time as well.
Nice, beautiful. So I wanted to make sure that everybody understands from our guests that this business is for everyone. You can do it part-time, you can do it full-time, no matter what is your profession. And I started this business, let me this gentleman do the copy for me. I started this business uh, 4 years ago. And I started it just to book travel for my family, for my friends, for somebody in my surrounding. And I did real estate, but every time you get commission check, you wanna do what? You wanna do book a trip for your family, for your vacations. And of course, how often travels family? Maybe twice a year if both of parents are working, so they have either Christmas season and summer season or spring break because kids are studying. Some people that are more lucky, like travel advisors, they travel more. And to me it happened that realization how often family travels and how often family buys a house. So if we take a house, maybe twice in a lifetime family moves and buys a house. If we are talking travel, we are doing twice a year. That's why, of course, the paycheck is not the same, but you still are making commission because it's commission-based business. Same way, you have a broker in real estate, you get paid. You've done your sale, you get paid by the broker your commission. Here you have a host agency and you've done a sale. You did book a trip, and you are getting paid by your host agency. The commission-based thing is the same. Entrepreneurship is the same. Maybe you have some questions. Let me know, lady.
Katarina, do you want to go first?
Yes, I'll go first. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, because we have so many people already in our business that are new, like within the recent couple of weeks that have joined that do real estate. And then we also have a lot of people that are curious about our business, but they're like, we're already doing real estate. How do we do both? How did you find a way to have time for both? Like how does your typical day or week look like with both businesses?
Real estate is the business that you are working a lot during the week on the meetings, but on the weekend you are doing open houses, or you visit open houses, or you drive around with clients because they are available during the weekend. So it has no normal hours of operation. And that's why entrepreneurship is very similar to travel business. I book my trips for my clients in the evening. Yesterday was a lady, she said, listen, I have 9 to 5. This is my regular job. And my travel business is 5 to 9. I do it 5 to 9. And that is something that I regulate when I want it and how I want it. Me, I'm driving kids on sports and activities and everything. So sometimes I can book something between 9 and midnight because I'm night owl. You decide when you want to do it and how, and you control your time. Nobody else can do it. And in between the meetings, you do something you look up because you can work this business even from your phone, depending what you do. Either you book travel or you sell the business. Because there are a lot of people, they don't realize that they have such a great network. They have opportunity to have network with all the realtors that everybody travels. You sell house, you book vacation, you have access to it. And if the commission is already included in the booking price, why not to keep it from the commission for yourself, for your family? Same with selling houses. Imagine if you are not a realtor, commission is already anyway, the compensation. Now we have compensation. It's already included. And being a person who just books travel and doesn't get paid a commission is like selling a house and not to be a realtor. Something like that, I would say. You just put yourself in between the sale and the supplier, and you are entitled to commission. Same with real estate. You put yourself between sale of the house and the buyer, and this is your profession to get paid commission for what you do the best, sell real estate. So you sell travel.
Yeah, and thank
That's
you
a,
for mentioning that because we recently have a business partner that joined, and she's a realtor, and she said she was so excited. She called me and she said this opened up so many other doors, like that she didn't even think it would happen, but it just she has so many other opportunities because she's a realtor now. She does the travel as well, and she connects with other realtors, not just from the travel side, but the network marketing side as well. So there are just so many different doors that open. So thank you for sharing that.
And this is great that you mentioned that. I want to say that apparently the realtor already passed exam. Apparently they know how to learn. Apparently they know that there is a education involved, there is a tools, there is a platform, and you will not earn unless you learn and unless you put into it some of your time. So it's easier, much easier to explain to realtor the part where you have to log in here. This is your platform. This is this is where you book. This is how you learn. These are going to be the training videos. Here are the webinars. Over there isn't a travel platform or whatever platform that you need for bookings. This way, it is easier to work with people that are already educated in this area because they already received one license. And in Florida, remember, in Florida is also we have you are in Las Vegas, you are where in what
I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Minneapolis. So I'm in Florida. In Florida, we have seller of travel license. It's just a fee. It's $50 per year, but still it is regulated. It's not a club. It's not something like many people think, oh, I just wanted like discounts. Okay, go to the discount club if you want to. This is a profession. It is a noble, great profession, even if you use it for yourself. My best and the most important client for many, many, many reasons were my family, me. I'm my best client. And if I do something wrong, I'm going to be the first who say, hey, why would you do that? How did you do it? And for avoiding mistakes, we have education.
that's amazing. Thank you so much. I love that. And I think speaking of maybe from you coming as a real estate agent on that commission part, because a lot of people are used to the traditional, you work for somebody else and you kind of get hung up on that paycheck, right? That consistent paycheck that flows. You work 40 hours a week, 80 hours in a 2 week period. And, it's hard to take somebody out of that employee mindset to like an entrepreneur mindset. And I think that's where the real estate agents thrive because it's even in real estate, you're part of a brokerage, but you're your own business owner. Your commissions are influenced by how much effort you put in finding your clients, putting in the work, right? And when you mentioned a little bit more of, the network, right? The network side. And I think some people may not even understand that everybody has a network, especially I think in real estate, like such a huge network. You mentioned that you can sell travel and a business opportunity. How do you share that, or how have you reached, which recently you became a one-star director, right, with Planet
Thank
Marketing?
you. Thank
Yay.
you.
So when was that moment when you realized I have this amazing business that is helping me and my family, and I can share with others and not only help other people, but also build a legacy for my family and help others do the same? Where did that shift, or how did you kind of tie that real estate mind that you have with that network marketing piece?
Let me tell you, that's a very good question, because many people that are in real estate, they say, I'm good, I'm making money, I'm making commissions. I said, how does your day look like? Okay, I'm waking up, I run, I send the MLS and this and that, then I show houses all day and this and that. And I say, okay, for how many years are you going to do the same thing? And when you sell house, you're fired because you don't have any more what to work for. You have to find another house to sell it. Every time you sell something, you're done. When you get listing, you have a job. You're hired to sell this house. When you sold the listing, you don't have a job. You again on your own. You are like a wolf in the woods. With network marketing, you are building residual income by developing your network globally, because we are in 22 countries. You can reach out to realtors in UK and you say, hey, are you doing it full time? You can do part time, and you can book travel. You can travel yourself. You can develop the network, and you can create residual income yourself. So this way, realtors will understand that, okay, I sold, I didn't sell, I travel, or I sold travel. If I have a network of my travel business, I have income, and it is residual. If I didn't sell travel this month, I still have income because I have a network. They have system like that in real estate. There are several models in real estate where you create residual. You invite into the real estate in your office other realtors, and they are doing share profit. There are several, like I know Keller Williams. They do the same. They have a share profit share. So why not using the network marketing in travel business? Because it's the same. You recommend restaurant, you recommend hairstylist, you recommend spa salon, cosmetologist. Okay, you recommend one more thing: how to book travel and get commission for your bookings that you are doing anyway. You're traveling anyway. When I see so many people on the cruises or on vacations or in Mexico, in DR, I have the only one question: how did you book it? And they said, oh, I went and I did book it on by myself. Did you get commission from what you booked? If you didn't reach out to me to help me develop my business and make me a little bit better off, because it's included in the price, you would get my service, you would get my free consultation, flyer, happy bon voyage, and it will include everything in the price, because we don't raise the price. It's the same, and the company pays us, the supplier pays us. How did you book? If you didn't come to me, okay, if you booked yourself, let me teach you how to do it right, how to do it smart. So you book twice, three times, and those money that you are booking, you can use for another trip. Yeah, and
Exactly.
even from
Yeah.
direct bookings, we're getting paid from direct suppliers to the host agency, and it is included in the price. Like I had a universal request. I'm going to work on the quote now. I had a celebrity cruise request. I'm going to work on the quote later. I don't have showings today because my showings are for tomorrow. So this is how I leverage. When I have time, I do quotes. When I have showings, I know what is my priorities and what is my focus. And when I have to pick up kids from school, this is my number one. Family is your main corporation. This is how you can run around family. Everybody, do you have families as well? You have kids, right?
Yeah, yeah, I
Yes.
have
Yes,
two.
and thank you for sharing that because I think that's, as a mother especially, that's the most important for us, being able to have the time for our kids. And a lot of people are scared to, join the business because they don't know how that will look like, especially if they already have a job, right? Um, so you being able to juggle both, we are juggling both, right? I mean, we're all doing it. And that's why we're sharing it with everyone because they are able to do it, especially if they don't have time. This is the reason to do it so that you do have that time freedom and create life on your own terms. So thank you for sharing them because family is a huge thing for all of us, right? That's like the number one. And you have a daughter, right, Ilona?
I have a daughter and a son. My
Okay.
son, I have to pick him up at 2:20. My daughter, I have to pick her up at 3. And I have to drop her off at the gymnastics. And all of that I can do
Yeah,
because I have entrepreneurship business. If I was at the office, I would not be able to do it. And still,
right.
we need to delegate. We can delegate. We can, when you have enough of money, you can hire a driver if you want to. But the quality time that you want to spend with your kid, like talking, how was your day? What was great? We have a tradition to ask, what were 3 great things happened to you today? And I can do it or while I'm driving them somewhere or during the dinner. But those connection times, they are very important. And when you are at work and then running home, trying to fix everything at home, cooking dinner and this and that, you forget even to ask yourself, what were 3 good things that happened to me today?
Absolutely. Yeah. So, question, Ilona, something that came up. So, since you started the travel business and the network marketing side, how has that changed your life since you added it to your real estate business? What's the number one thing that you feel like has changed in your life that from adding this business?
I started to travel more. I have more flexibility. My kids sometimes they missed school because I had 2 good deals and I could not go
I
in
love
another.
that.
And I'm like, I remember the year my son said, Mom, I can't show up at school, and again saying that I went to on the cruise. I said, so don't say you went on the cruise, but it was too good to be true. And then he says, okay, even if I say at school that I was whatever, like it's not good to lie. So they are all following your Instagram. And they are all following your Facebook. And you are all over the place with this selfie stick saying, hey, how beautiful vacation, how this and that. And he said, and they will not believe that I was sitting at home while you were on that cruise.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And
And
those are moments that that's priceless, that's priceless. And
yeah.
thank you for mentioning your Instagram. How do you how do you market both businesses? Like, because I've talked to some real estate agents and they're like, well, how do I tell people that I'm doing both? Like, isn't that confusing? For me personally, it wasn't because I am a life coach. So when I first started, I did ask our director, I'm like, well, how do I also do it? But then it just kind of naturally came to me one day. I'm like, because this is also part of helping each other and, mentoring each other and really helping each other rise and unlocking each other's potential. And I love that about the business. But how do you find that you market both at the same time?
I have on Instagram, I have a separate account for real estate. I have a separate account for network marketing, and I have separate account for who I am. Everything, all triple together.
I love that.
And and when I post, let me tell you, I if it is something work related with real estate, I collaborate my main account with the account of real estate. If I post something about travel and network marketing, I post on my main account and I collaborate with my network marketing account. So I'm like, some people say, oh, that person has bipolar. I have tripolar because I have me, I have real estate, and I have travel, and we are fun. We are good.
That's
I
all
love
right.
that. Love that.
Because we wear so many hats. I mean, it's just part of life. People are, and I think it's just sharing and showing up as you and God, and like what an amazing industry, both the real estate and the travel, right? Like those are amazing industries. But is there anything else, like any words of encouragement, whether it's real estate or whether it's somebody working in a traditional business? Obviously, you are an expert. I know you've sold a lot of sail, especially cruises. I think that's your kind of niche. You
I
love
love
that
it. Yeah.
component, and you mentioned it. What would be Ilona's piece of advice? Like, what would you, if you were talking to yourself 5 years ago, or somebody who's kind of like, what do you say to them? Like, what would be like your top three, or just a piece of advice you would like to share with somebody?
I want to share something about seasonal business because all we know we have in real estate seasons and recessions and a lot of things that are happening to real estate. And we have the same seasons in travel. When we had COVID, everybody said, and they were not traveling, but they were learning how to book and everything. When we and in real estate, there was somebody who was thinking it's going to be end of the world. People were sitting at home, and other people were taking loans and buying stuff, buying apartments. In travel, you have seasons. For example, now everybody is booking the spring vacations, and some people book Christmas. Some people are booking next year something getaways. In real estate, during the summertime, a lot of realtors are traveling. They don't work. They don't show houses. They go to Europe for 3 months. Some of them, the good ones, the successful ones, they travel. So they make money in real estate. They book their travel and they travel. So you have time to combine. When there is no sales in the real estate, you little by little sell your travel. When there is busy season in real estate, you slow down on booking travel and you go for the big fish to sell real estate. That's obvious. And of course, your clients, when they buy a house, they want to celebrate. And maybe you can book for them a cruise or a trip or something. Or maybe when they sold a house, now they have cash to travel to celebrate. Because for every family, a transaction is stress. So they have to move out from the house, they have to sign the papers. Of course, realtor is taking care of all this stress. But after this stress, let's celebrate. Let's go on vacation. Let me show you let me send you on vacation. Let me book a cruise for you. Let me find a great deal for you. Maybe give a gift certificate for the discount on the cruise because you chose me to be your realtor. And I'm not only realtor, I also have a travel agency and I can arrange your family vacation to celebrate the sale. So those are little things that you can subsidize even to make your real estate more bright and better. And we always know best deals and we always know best time when to book, how to book. So the same real estate clients that buy from you once in a while, they travel much more and you can tap into luxury segment also of booking travel for them. Maybe they want to go on expedition. Maybe they want to go to Europe. Maybe want to experience Alaska. So you never know what your client in real estate might want also in travel. And maybe they
Amazing.
want to have their own agency.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, it just makes sense. It's
Yeah,
like
it
I
just
think
really
people
makes sense
overcomplicate it, but it's so simple. Where it's
because they
like,
already have access, they already have clients, you already have the network.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is identity because many people they feel like, oh, they just need to do one thing. I've never been that personally. I've always wanted to do more than one thing in my life. There's always more that I want to do, and I add on however much I can, that I'm passionate about, of course, that I want to do. But it's never about like just doing one thing for me personally. So I love being part of this and being able to do also what my other passions as well, because it is doable. You make time for it.
Look, I came to America, and one person who was raised and born here in America told me, Ilona, you cannot be master of everything. Your business card cannot be like one big thing like
Yeah.
that. I'm doing this, and this. I said, okay, I'm gonna print 6 business cards. I am serial entrepreneur, like serial killer. I am a serial entrepreneur. And you know that every wealthy mindset
Hmm.
has 3, 4, 6 sources of income. You cannot say that Warren Buffett has
Absolutely.
only one business. You have to have multiple sources of income. And if you have real estate, great. If you have some stock market, stock investments, great. If you are doing little crypto, that's fantastic. If you have a restaurant somewhere on the side that is doing the food, that's okay. The thing is, you will, in our life, in order to stay on top, you have to run. You cannot just sit back and be the entrepreneur of one thing. You have to be multi juggling, and at the same time focus on what you do the best, and you run the business because you run the business. It's not like you're working, you are selling. And the beauty of the network marketing, when they say, hey, I don't know how to sell the business. Imagine you sell burgers. You run one burger store and you know how to sell burgers. This is you doing your travel, you booking travel. But when you are entrepreneur, you are selling a network of burger restaurants, of McDonald's. So now globally in 22 countries, you can offer franchising to different people of McDonald's, and you get residual income from all sales that they are selling those burgers. Do you really need to know the recipe how to do that
Right.
burger? No, you have to know the numbers, you have to know compensation, you have to know how the accounting works and how to make this business make sense. And to
Mm-hmm.
me, if this business that you are selling to other people and they book travel, they get commissions, everything is clear, how it cannot make sense if they are booking it anyway and they are traveling anyway, and all they have to do is just get themselves official travel account under
Yep.
host agency. It's easy to understand,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
especially for the people who are with entrepreneur mind, because realtors, they are already entrepreneurs, they are not hired people. If you don't do anything in real estate, you cannot call, you can pay fees, you can do whatever you want, but you can print business cards, but if you don't do nothing with that, you will not have sales because you have to run for your business.
Yep.
Same in
Exactly.
travel, same.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Katrina, anything else or?
No, I think that was a lot of amazing information. Thank you for educating me on real estate too and how you because I
That's the
Thank
next
you.
step. I'm getting my real estate license after this.
That's fine. You can have it. You can have, but unless if you are buying your house, you definitely have to get the real estate license.
Mm.
And if you are buying your travel, you definitely need to get the account of travel
And
advisor.
thank you for sharing that, Ilona, because a lot of people, it sounds too good to be true because I never knew it existed. I am like, what do you mean I can earn from my own travels? Like, that's not something I knew before, that like I just book travel from the sites that I'm familiar with and that's it. And I
Oh,
just
here you
pay.
are, Expedia girl. I'm Expedia everything. Expedia
Right.
this. Expedia that. If I knew that there is Expedia tab for travel advisors, oh, you would see me
Right.
10 years ago in this.
Exactly. Same.
I didn't know. Many people are not educated. So half of
Right.
the time we educate people that this exists, that this is official, it's legit, it is there, and the commission is
Yeah.
included. If you book directly, even with the brands, even with the supplier, they ask you on the website, are you a travel advisor? All you need to say yes, and here is my
Uh-huh.
credentials, and yes, I am official because you are not a consumer, because you already have access and you have
Hmm.
the right, you are entitled to commission because you are educated, you are trained, you have everything for that, and you have credentials.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
ladies,
so
for having
much.
me.
I
Thank
I'm
really
you.
gonna
appreciate
tag.
you and your
I'm
time.
I'm gonna tag both of you and collaborate. And please, whoever was watching us, if you have questions, please reach out to Diana or Katarina or me, and we will answer those questions. And also, even if you are gonna look a recording, you can post those questions in the comments, and we will answer those questions later on.
Yes,
Thank you,
thank you so
Perfect.
everyone.
Thank
much.
you
Bye,
so much.
ladies.
Bye, Ilona. Bye,
Bye.
Diana. Have an
Bye,
awesome day.
guys.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.